Hey everyone, I want to talk to you guys about Freedom Munitions. Okay, I was shooting this earlier. I got some great groups out of this. Now, I don't get paid by these guys. I don't get free ammo from these guys. I don't have affiliate links. I don't monetize this channel. There's no money in this. Okay, I'm an instructor. I get paid to train people. That's it. That's the only way I make money. Okay, so the whole purpose of this and all the videos that I do is just to get information out there to the gun community. Okay, I love this hobby, and I just want to get the information out there, and I want to try and get more people into the hobby, and especially with budget stuff that works well. I mean, I think that's ideal for bringing more people into the hobby. So with this stuff here from Freedom Munitions, from end of 2023, beginning 2024, I bought about 1,500 rounds of this. Okay, and this stuff's been working great. I've probably gotten through about maybe 500 rounds of it so far. So I'm still working my way through it. Now, obviously, it's not 5.56, so I'm not burning it anywhere near as fast. Okay, in fact, I try to, I'm not like ideally with 308. Other than shooting a couple of rounds to like I did today, I shot like a total of 5 rounds. I mean, this is primarily a 1,000-yard gun. Okay, I built this gun with the 20-inch barrel with the 525 scope here to shoot to shoot out to 1,000 yards. I'm not going to really burn any serious amount of ammunition unless I'm shooting 500 yards plus. Okay, so I'm just not going to use up 308 ammunition. Anything inside of 500 yards and in, 5.56 works. 5.56 works great, man. Okay, so 308, we're looking to go 500 yards plus, or we're looking to defeat barriers. Okay, so 308 is great for anti-vehicle or barrier penetration. Okay, so this stuff over here. Let me show you this group I got earlier. And I did an earlier video on this, where I was primarily talking about the rifle, Palmetto PA-10 Gen 3, right? I bought this last year, end of 2023, over Black Friday weekend. It was $250 for the lower, and then $500 for the 20-inch upper. So it was $700 with the sales tax. It came out to $730. I've done a ton of videos on this gun. It is an awesome gun. Okay, I mean, in my opinion, it is the best AR-10, period. Like, I've shot SCAR 17s. When you consider the money you're paying for it, the accuracy, the fact that it's got 17 adjustable gas positions, okay, and it will shoot almost any 308 ammunition, it is the best AR-10, period, okay? So this is the shooting I did earlier with this Freedom Munitions. And when I did the video earlier, I was primarily talking about the rifle. I didn't feel I was giving enough credit, really, to the ammunition. So the first shot that was at 200 yards, right? The first shot landed here, okay? And I can actually, that's a 525 scope. That's the Primary Arms SLX 525. I can actually see the impacts as they're happening, right? Because I got enough magnification to see these holes at 200 yards. So the first shot landed there, right? That was a cold bore shot, right? And that was the first shot of the day on this rifle. And it's pretty chilly today, so there's going to be some fluctuation. First shot landed there, and then the next 4 landed right here. So at 200 yards, okay, we got 4 shots at 1 inch. Okay, so that's a half MOA with this Freedom Munitions. Okay, if we include the first shot, the cold shot, that's 2 inches, right? The total group is 2 inches, which is 1 MOA. Okay, so for budget ammunition, right? This was like when I bought this, it was like $17.50 or $18 for a box of 20 rounds. And what I do is on the holidays, right? What they were doing, I don't know if I'm hoping they still do it again this year, right? End of 2024. But last year, if you were buying 400 rounds, right, you would get free shipping. Okay, and the shipping on that could be as much as $50. So I was buying in increments of like 400 rounds, getting the free shipping. And between this, I also bought a couple of other brands that I reviewed, like American Sniper and something else. I forgot what I had. This is good stuff. No failures, nothing. The stuff just works great all the time. And the nice thing is with the Palmetto Gen 3, right, the PA10 Gen 3, it's got an adjustable gas valve with 17 positions. It's 3 slots per turn for a total of 17 positions. I shoot this stuff, right, in this 20-inch barrel in position number, the 147 grains, I shoot in position 2. And as you can see here, I've got no muzzle brake, just with the flash hider. I'm able to stay on target and keep my sight picture because I'm able to gas the gun down enough where it doesn't throw me out of the scope. Okay, so that's with the 147 grains. Basically 4 shots, half MOA at 200 yards, right? Now the interesting thing that I found with the Freedom Munitions, this is 147 grain. The 150 grain, right? Because when I ran it through the chronograph, the 150 grain is actually running at a faster velocity. Okay, normally you expect when you go up in bullet weight, the velocity comes down. The 150 grains are like super hot. Now I don't remember the actual velocities. I did do a video on that. If you search my channel, just put my channel name and then Freedom Munitions, you should see my old videos where I actually give you guys the velocities. But I do remember that with the 150 grain out of the 20-inch barrel, I think the energy was coming up at like 2,600 foot-pounds, which is like near the higher end. I think I vaguely remember the velocity being somewhere above around or slightly above 2,800 feet per second with the 150 grains. I don't remember what it was on the 147 grains. I just remember that the energy was, with both the velocity and the energy on the 147 grains, which was less. So when I shoot the 147 grains, I shoot it in gas position 2 out of 17. When I shoot the 150 grains, I shoot it in gas position number 1 out of 17, right? So, and gas position number 1 is really intended to be if you're using a suppressor, okay? So it's really like, it's really closing off the gas system, and the ammunition is still hot enough to cycle the gun, okay? So it works great. Now, if I was going to war, I would probably open it up to like a higher gas setting so that the gun will run if it gets dirty or muddy. But since that's not the situation, what I did is I'm closing off the gas as much as possible where the gun will still cycle, so that I get the lightest amount of recoil. Okay, and that's the reason why I don't need to use a muzzle brake. I just use a standard flash hider. I don't love muzzle brakes because they're just annoyingly loud. Okay, so that's how I feel about muzzle brakes. I mean, it's not to say that I may never put one on here, but I do find them annoyingly loud. So right now this is working good. I'm happy. This Freedom Munition stuff, if you're looking into getting an AR-10 or this, because a lot of people, I'm posting this videos because now with the holidays coming up, people are looking for bargains. Look in I'm going to put some links to playlists, right, of videos I have done over the last year on this Palmetto AR-10, which will also include videos on the scope that's on it, right, the primary arms 525, and also on this on Freedom Munitions and some other 308 ammunition that I was testing out. Check out those videos in the playlist, because that will that will give you a lot of good information if you're looking at getting an AR-10 or ammunition for your AR-10. Okay, so this Freedom Munitions, I have not been disappointed. One of the things that I do check, I've never seen it, is I will check the primers in the back to see if there's any overpressure. And I have not seen any of that. Okay, not seen any signs of overpressure, even with the 150 grains, just because with the 150 grains, they do seem to be running like at the upper limit of what is normally expected out of energy and velocity. Okay, but I have not seen any signs of overpressure. No cases cracking or splitting or primers blowing out or anything. I haven't seen any of that. So this stuff is good. And again, I do not make any money from these videos or for talking about any of these products. Not just this stuff, but any of the stuff in my channel. Okay, I don't get no freebies, none of that. So drop some comments. Let me know what you guys think. And again, there'll be links in the comments and description to the playlist. Talk to you all soon.